Where were you? This is going to be a big deal yet again. It's the first for us and it's first for Toni too. Toni, good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Your first magazine.
I know.
What a big time. What an important show this is. Fantastic.
It's amazing. Thank you so much if you have already bought it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
It is.
I can't tell you
Bit
how
of a buzz for you too.
It has, absolutely. And I mean, we don't come with a small amount.
No.
And loads of people have invested in it, have seen the value in it. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you're all going to do with it.
It is, and you put a lot of effort into this. You know, it's a jam-packed magazine. It's a thick magazine, actually, too.
It is. It's just an inspirational magazine that's going to see you through your crafting. You've got everything in there that you're going to need to go with your consumables as well. So you get your stamps and all of the elements that come with for a super affordable price. And I know you're going to be able to craft straight from the get-go, and that's what I love anyway, as you all know with my products. So to be able to get this just before Christmas, just at the right point, maybe a gift for a friend as well. So if your crafty friend's got all the craft stuff in the world, well, they ain't got this one.
They haven't got this one.
It's only here.
And this is so brand new and exclusive to us here at Crane Craft. So excited to say that. And you know what? There's no surprise that nearly half of the entire stock has gone. It's been a very busy first show, and thanks so much, nearly half's already gone. And it's gone 8 o'clock in the second live TV show we've ever seen with this. So let's get stuck in. So what kind of bits do we get with it? Because we always want to see that with magazines.
Okay, so you get in the kit so much for your money. So you get the inspirational magazine, which is full of content. It's got 80 step-by-steps.
Right.
All of my design team and Practical Publishing's design team. So inspiration straight away. That in itself is absolutely worth the money, in my opinion.
Yeah, totally.
But not only do you get that, you get the A4 stamp set, which I would probably say is like a hybrid stamp set. It's got a lot of Christmas in there and a lot of celebratory, which can be used across the board. So you'll see you've got balloons, you've got presents, you've got florals, you've got patterns to stamp into the lady's gown. We've got a lovely snowflake border, we've got a traditional border and balloons, so we can interchange. So that's A4.
Yeah.
A4 stamp
I mean,
set.
you've got your money's worth with the stamps, the dies, the folders, really, haven't
Absolutely.
you? And then some.
Yeah, and then you get the window embossing folder, which the lady works beautifully in front of, behind, without, masculine cards, trees inside, mix it in with all of the other brands that you have from us here at Create and Craft. And then you get those lovely sentiments as well, which you're going to see straight through. They're a lovely bold font which work with predominantly probably the craft items you have. The Brucey bonus with this is that at the bottom here you also get in this collection, and this is just incredible value, I cannot tell you, 3 3D embossing folders and outline dies.
Oh, all included?
With the box kit.
That's fantastic.
And the inspirational magazine has step-by-steps for these as well. So I haven't just thought, let's just throw them on the counter and try and you know, make a little bit of extra few pounds out of people. No, these embossing folders work seamlessly with the magazine. So the content here works for everything. And as you can see from the hundreds of samples I have, because I have a big box still under here, I have changed them. So you're going to get a new view of what is available to create. But they are just absolutely stunning, so right from beginner right to the advanced. There is an advanced class in here with our design team, Make a Paul. So if you are wanting to stretch your boundaries with your craft and learn new, there's that. But if you are just seeing us for the first time and flicking through the channel and seeing Create and Craft, and you've never bought a stitch of craft in your life, got you covered.
Got you covered. Well,
at an affordable price.
You know what, I've got to say, to have the actual tools in your own hand that you're being taught by within the magazine is a great thing, to have the actual things, and you got papers included inside there. You know what, regardless of what level you're at to, creativity wise, you know, you always have days where you're feeling more creative than others, aren't you? You know, even if you've been doing this for years, having that project, even if it's a layout or a colour family or that die or that stamp, that can really spur creativity. This is such a handy tool, no matter what kind of crafter you are,
and even if you're wanting to sort of touch on craft but don't want to craft, grab a cup of tea and read the magazine, because not only in the magazine is all of that inspirational content, there are lovely snippets of what I do at home. There are snippets of what happens in our business. There are sneak previews of items that are coming up towards the end of the year, beginning of January. There's things in there about our design team. It's just an all-round magazine, and there's also some prizes in there as well, so you can win some of our brand new range. I'll not show you too much. I'll show you something different to earlier, but I'll not tell you too much.
No, we'll have a little sneak peek inside.
I really want you to buy. I really want you to, and it's not very often I come to Create and Craft and say, you need it, you need to buy, because you don't need craft, we don't need it. But if you like to buy it, that's brilliant. But on this occasion, due to the value and what I know the hard work that's gone into this magazine, I'm just going to say, just buy it.
Yeah, just buy it. I reckon so.
Just treat yourself, because it's just, when I got it in my hand, I was like, I could sit, and I know what's in it. I could sit and just read it.
You could.
I felt so overwhelmed by it.
We're always learning more as well, aren't we? Even someone in your position, you're still getting different ideas for the people, and everyone's always learning. Yeah,
everybody makes a difference. That's what makes the magazine so fabulous. Practical Publishing's design team, they've done some intermediate sort of like projects where the 3D, so boxes and bags and things like that. My team have done quite a few stamping techniques. So you're in for a good show, guys, honestly, and it's a beautiful gift as well. Imagine this under the tree for a friend.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you don't know Stamps by Me, you do know now.
You absolutely do. It could be that one project that sends you down a completely different creative route, and it can open up so many more skill sets for people. It's worth every single penny. Even for the skills and just the knowledge inside, I always think it's worthwhile for magazines like this. But you might be thinking, well, you just want it for the extra goodies. Either way, you've got your value. Half of the stock has actually now gone. Your saving is considerably more than your first payment if you choose to spread that cost. Yeah, 018048. Have a look on the website, because you're going to see even more dies that are brand new today. We've got some fantastic mediums, great stencils, great dies from Stamps by Me. But I've got a feeling this is going to be a whole new chapter for Stamps by Me, and you guys, you're going to be in it from day one. Issue number 1. Day number 1. This is a very, very exciting day. But yeah, have a look at these ones. If you're still making cards for Christmas, I say still, maybe you're focusing now on family and friends. Maybe you've made your cards you're going to do for craft fairs. Well, that Rejoice, very, very popular too. You got festive sparkles. There's so much here. This is Tony's, this Stamps by Me. Take on Christmas. You can expect wonderful things. We've seen wonderful things. By the way, when it comes to blending, sometimes, do you find the tools, they're a bit too cumbersome, they're a bit too big, too hard to control? These are absolutely fantastic. This is the Stamps by Me Spot Brush collection. If you want to just pick out tiny different details or little elements in stamps, or stencils I should say, this is absolutely perfect. Look at that, 5-star reviews on there already. Should be $33.99, now it's $29.99, and look at that, even less in the club. Excellent, excellent tools, but it's all about the magazine. It's not just the magazine, it's a magazine kit. It's a special bundle, again, exclusive to us here at the moment.
I'll show you a little bit more in this show, and then we've got an 8 AM in the morning, and if there's anything left, we'll show you it. But basically,
if there's the word, we may be all right, we may not. When it's something like this, when half stock's gone already, it's worth getting now.
Do you know what? I'm already happy.
Yeah.
I'm relieved. You know, where sometimes you just never know. It's new, and you just never know how it's going to go, you know, the quantity.
Especially something like this that takes so long to put together.
My
you
gosh,
know, it must be
like nearly half a year at least.
Is it really?
Yeah, at least. Right, so let's show you when you take it out of the box, okay? It's absolutely incredible. So, this is what you get inside the box. So you get your lovely magazine, and we'll talk about that in a second. You get your A4 set. Now look at this, you get the tree in there, which can be used in the autumn months. You've got the florals in here. Think about gold embossing powder and the things that you love to make sparkles. These two lovely embellishments here sit within the gown seamlessly, but could be used as falling snow or falling stars on the back of a card. You could use this with our lovely reflection collection because of the stars. We have the solid sort of leaves element. These sort of stars with the swags go beautifully around the tree. We have borders, snowflakes, traditional, and then we've got some lovely sentiments, balloons, presents which can be used all year round. And then this little bouquet here can be used as a patterned background if you want, but it fits seamlessly on the lady's hand to create a bouquet if you're wanting to do a beautiful wedding card. Okay, so it's totally got you covered. So that's your A4 set, and then also in the set you get this beautiful embossing folder. It's a window embossing folder, so you can sort of do all of the techniques that we love to do. Anyway, you saw me do a cool technique in last show. A lovely lady's messaged me saying I would never have done that technique with an embossing folder, so I pleased somebody at home. So basically, the lady can work in the foreground, in the background. You can do the tree through the window, like in this beautiful sample here, or you can just do it in white on white and cut it out. Totally your call. It's absolutely gorgeous. Going to work in all of your craft. And then we have the lovely 4 sentiments with coordinating outline dies. So we've got enjoy, great, love and congrats. Again, cover the plethora of craft. Okay, so that's that. But does it end there? It absolutely does not. We have 3 embossing folders with dies. Now check this out. Let me.
This is worth a large chunk of the overall price.
35. I think we worked it out. I'm sorry, I've lost my thing, but I think we worked it out earlier that the embossing folders worked out at £7 each.
Right. Well, I mean, you're well on your way if you're just talking the folders, really, aren't you?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? So we have this lovely, lovely rose one with the leaves, and then you get the coordinating die. So I've taken them out of the embossing folder, so you can have a background if you want to, or you can just pop it in and do it as a silhouette. It's totally your call. Then we have the next one, which is your hibiscus. So I'll just move this one out of the way. Could I just grab, will you just grab those pile of samples there?
These ones here?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
So we have this hibiscus here, and then the coordinating outline die for
each
this
one is just an absolute showstopper.
They're just stunning. And then we have the beautiful lily, which we've done in stamp format about a year ago. And I just felt like it was screaming to be an embossing folder and the coordinating outline die. So shall I just show a few samples for these?
Sure, do it.
And
yeah, why not?
Do you want to do it?
Go, you go for it. You go.
Okay, well, we'll both go for it, because I know you were into your gilding wax.
Well, I didn't want to say anything.
Right, let's just pull them in. Let's pull them in.
This is Gilding Wax's dream.
So these are a few of the samples for the embossing folders, and then I'm going to show you a whole bunch of creative samples from the box kit as well, which mixes them both. So I'll just pop them on here so you can see, look at the detail in these beautiful embossing folders. I'm going to quickly fly through them because I have lots to get through, but you can see some have used the die. Look at that. Some haven't. Look at this one. Very different. Absolutely gorgeous. Incorporate them in with your die cuts and your apertures in your windows and things like that. Paint them. This is where Stamps by Me started with our embossing folders. We painted them with our watercolours. Here we are, look, with some of our confetti inks. Look at that. I mean, embossing folder and painted.
Now, this one here, that's extraordinary.
Isn't it cool?
Is that how it's just painted, is it?
Yeah, painted. And then sparkly red and greens. I'm quickly flying through these. Incorporate them in with your lamination stamps. Craft card, we all love craft card. Bit of a white halo.
Yeah.
Absolutely
different sizes, different layouts.
There's just so much to show you, it's crazy. And the magazine
if it was just the embossing folders with the magazine, that's still a great purchase.
Oh, my goodness me.
You know, it really, really is.
So that's just those, Charlie. And if you think about the magazine, there are some step-by-step guides to do some of those cards in there as well. So you're not going to be thinking, oh, I don't know what to do with embossing folders. The magazine's brilliant, but I didn't know what to do with the embossing folders. There's a couple of pages in there showing you what to do with those as well. And then let's just show you some lovely samples here, which I just could not fit on the counter because the counter was not big enough, but I do have the biggest counter in the world this evening.
It's needed, it's half the studio,
so
actually,
fussy cutting some of the elements. I'll show you the papers in the pad in a second. But look at these. Now, these 3 feature as on a monochromatic page to show you 3 cards, 1 colour. Look how beautiful they are. That is using the whole kit. Stunning. Baby cards.
Tags, I think, yeah.
Using those beautiful florals.
But look at the difference we've got here. Now, that's what I'm about.
Yeah, words in there. These are your words. Look at this one, where the lady's been stamped in that solid foliage.
Well, that line art, they call it, is it? Yes. And you see it in home decor a lot now, don't you?
Yeah, and then that solid leaves in the lady. Now. There is a step-by-step on this. This is a beautiful easel card.
Do you know what? Look at all the different styles we've got here.
All
we've got something traditional,
this is one of my
something
favourites.
super modern.
Vanessa
and lots in between.
Beautiful card, look at this. Oh my gosh, that is incredible.
So you haven't got to worry about, is this going to be for my style, this magazine?
You make it your own style.
Yeah.
You have all of the core elements to go straight from the get-go. If you're a mixed media, you can incorporate it in. There's a whole plethora of mixed media from Paul. If you're clean and simple, like Jane, you can do that. If
All
you're
right, Jane
floral,
Star.
we've got you covered.
Yeah.
If you like embossing folders, it's in
so
there.
if
Dies,
you're into your
it's in
paper
there.
crafting, your card making, this is absolutely for you. And yeah, mixed media artists, like you said, go for it. It's so handy to get that spike of inspiration, isn't it? And sometimes we have days, maybe if you're under pressure from time, you know, you've got to catch the post, you remember someone's birthday, you want to make a card that you're really proud of. It's magazines, it's inspiration like this that really sparks off that initial idea.
This is a total hybrid magazine, so you've got an eclectic mix of Christmas and celebratory, okay? So if you haven't started your Christmas cards yet, then you are in for a treat, because this is going to be in your doorstep within 2 or 3 days.
I was going to say it's on immediate dispatch.
Yes. So we have Christmas tags, then we have handmade with love tags. All of the papers are double-sided and all coordinate. And then we have some sort of seasonal tags in there as well. And then we have some beauty. Think about this on top of a box or on the side of a bookcase, on a card even. Then we have separate individual toppers. You just saw that fussy cut on that card. And then it just goes on and on and on. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, a lot of you are probably going to say, I'm not going to cut into them, but I so hope you do. The price is good enough for you to cut into them. So cut into them, guys. There is so many. So these are some backgrounds. Get them used. That's why we create them for you. And then these are some Christmas ones. And I've got a demo with this in a second. And another one.
So that, I can, as it is, that is fresh, isn't it?
It's really different, isn't it? And then this one we can do, you could just do the house on a Christmas card, which I'm going to show you in a second. Look at this. I did the robin earlier. Fussy cut the robin out. And then we've got some trees and snowflake ones in there. The colours match on the back, and then some plain ones. Let's just have a quick flick through the magazine though. So maybe I'll show you a page that I haven't shown you. So let's have a look what I haven't shown you. So let's have a look at this one. So this is Sandra Rayner. So 3 step-by-steps from Sandra from Practical Publishing. Absolutely beautiful.
That is just perfect.
So if you're thinking, do you know what, I do need a nudge at the moment. I'm sat at home thinking I've lost my mojo a little bit.
This is the thing,
You're going to get this magazine and see a card you love, and you're going to be right, what are the 5 steps? Because I'm going into my room to do it right now.
And so your first thing is, well, what do I need? That's the first question. And look, you've got a little shopping list there.
Little shopping list. So it's nothing on the shopping list that probably you don't have in your stash. So we need some ink. She's got a heat tool to dry it off. Embossing powder. You could absolutely skip the embossing powder and just use an ink. But this is a monochrome page by Sarah, and these are those 3 cards I just showed you. Look at that swag.
It's quite nice. For example, it just says pink ink pad. You haven't got to buy a specific brand or anything like that. It's bits you may already have at home. That's fantastic.
So if your favourite colours say lilac, you do 3 lilac.
Just choose that,
Yeah, so let's just show you a little bit more. Now there are lots of sneak peeks in here in relation to new product, what's coming for Stamps by Me. We have a giveaway, moving on. So here's that beautiful card I've just shown you. This one's by Katie. So Katie actually works
Katie
at Practical
Skilton. Hi
Publishing,
Katie, if you're watching.
So
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Lovely card with some flowers.
Great.
And then some other freebies from Practical Publishing, like you get a free papercraft society box if you join in. Let's just cover that up there. And then maybe a scrapbooking. So if you want to maybe do a few scrapbooking pages, this is from our lovely Heather on the design team. So she's incorporated Blake, her grandson, on 2 of the occasions. And then when she's gone to a crafty group and captured some of the lovely memories on there as well. So it's just a fantastic, fantastic magazine. And you're going to be sat with a cup of tea, totally enjoying it. I'm not showing you anything.
I know. Well, it's nice to have the rest as a surprise, isn't it?
It's nice to have a surprise. And I think if it was like £100, I'd have to show you because it's an investment. But because it's so affordable,
well, we've seen
the
bits that come with it. Well, shall I give you a moment to get reset and get ready for demonstrations? We have got lots more to go through. It is a huge kit. In fact, let's just remind you, Alex just joined us. It's all of this, which is just so utterly huge. And I won't lie, I've done lots of magazine shows. I'm sure I've done some launches over the years of magazines, and I often want to see what it comes with. And yes, I've seen magazines in the past where they come with the odd embossing folder, or maybe a small stamp or a couple of stamps and a few dies. But I don't think I've seen an opportunity like this with a brand new magazine with just so much. It's very much about the content, but I think equally in this case, it's about what comes with it, because there's nothing like being taught skills and having the actual tools that you're being taught. That's really, really exciting, you know. But maybe you've been crafting for years. You might just go with these dies straight away. You might just use your folder straight away and look at the magazine at a later date. Maybe you know someone who's always been impressed by the cards you make them. Imagine giving them this magazine, because it's not just a magazine, it's giving them the gift of craft. And if that means a lot for you, it's bound to mean a lot for other people too. Now, if you are going to get this at some stage, if you can get it now, you're saving £11 or £15 if you're a club member. This is a brand new and exclusive show live here on Creating Craft. It's something we've been really looking forward to, because obviously we love having Tony here, we always do. But this is a new chapter, really, for Stamps by Me, and you're going to be part of it here on day one. That's so exciting, because I'm sure there's going to be more issues. I don't know that, I haven't spoken to Tony about that, but I'll be very surprised if there wasn't. I think this is going to be a big, big journey now with these magazines. You've got papers included, but these embossing folders, these aren't just, you know, sometimes when you get freebies with magazines, you're a bit sceptical of the quality, aren't you? But these are really proper 3D embossing folders, they look like here. And you've also got the outline dies, but that is art in its own right. And when we say, you know, you might get the odd little token stamp, well, it's not just that. You are getting a full, huge stamp set. I might hold this one up, actually. Look, this is the stamp set. It is absolutely vast. If you like the lady, that line art we're talking about, that's one of the stamps you're getting included. Borders we got here, trees, classic Christmas fonts. It is just so magical, isn't it? And all these little bits here, they're going to be so handy for just filling in those gaps, layering your own rice papers, layering your own backgrounds. But look, there are times, you know, creativity, no matter what creativity people are into, if you've been crafting for years, if you're quite new, do you ever have that day where you think, I'm just not quite, it's just not flowing anymore, I just can't quite get my crafty mojo back? Inspiration is just so key, and forgive me, I know lots of you will know that, if not all of you will know that already, but it's just a good magazine to have, to dip into and feel that inspiration. This can fuel your passion once more for craft. If you haven't been in your craft room for some time, let's get back in there, let's get those stamps back out. And we're not only talking about the goodies that come with it, there's so many transferable skills here. You know, you might look at one of the magazines or one of the projects, one of the card, the layout, you might switch the focal point, you might change the colours. Like Tony said, you might change the colour for your favourite colour, or you might personalise a card based on colour, based on what people love. This is a chance now to get a huge bundle at a brilliant price. So, yes, saving £15 in the club. There are ways you can spread that cost interest-free. Go to the website for that. But for £35.96 for the magazine, and the huge amount that comes with it, don't forget those papers included, it's a really good buy. Well, don't forget, if you're buying anything else or adding anything else into your basket, we have now capped your postage at £3.95.
You get the goodies, I'll get the door.
Okay.
Hello, Creating Craft Delivery.
Wow, this is the biggest order I've ever seen.
Haven't you heard? If you order anything from Creating Craft now, it's a cap P&P of £3.95 per order.
Cap P&P of only £3.95 for all of this?
Yes, it doesn't matter what you order or how many different items you buy.
What, even the really heavy stuff like this?
Yes, sewing machines, die-cutting machines, everything in the van.
Oh, there we go. That's the last of it.
I don't think they're at home. We'll have to come back later. I'll warm up the van.
Oh, hi! Fancy a cuppa?
Oh, yes, that'll be lovely. Chop, chop, Dan.
Order 2 or more items from Creating Craft and we'll cap your postage at just £3.95, no matter how many different items you buy. Shopping at Creating Craft just got even better.
Again, it's great service. Presenters on the channel, hand delivering your goods. Well, who knows? Dan and Nigel, they're going to be very busy. They're delivering this. OK, so, Tony, what should we go through next?
So I'm going to do a couple of demos at once here, because I have lots of demos and I really do want to showcase everything as much as I can.
Sure.
So this beautiful paper in this pad here, as you can see, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. So what I've done here is I've cut it out. Please use them. Please use them. Please don't stroke them. No. Please use them. So yeah, I've just cut the element off here because I think it's an absolutely beautiful one there. So all I'm going to do very quickly is just show you how, if you want to, and you want to batch make your cards, you can absolutely just go for it. So this is just going straight onto a top folding note card.
Is there an
in
angel
white.
policy with the projects
You can make
we're
and
being
sell.
taught?
You can absolutely make and sell as many
Excellent.
as you like. And then I have one of the tags. So I'm trying to show you here that honestly, the quick cards, if you want to, I mean, you can do all of the techniques with the masterclass and the stamps and the painting, but I'm just literally going to show you how I have spent so much fun and time with the lovely, lovely papers. Now, I think I'm just going to go above the stag here on the side, and then I have a lovely bow with really long legs, like so. So I'm just going to absolutely leave the legs, and then if you want to make the roof sparkly, I would make the roof sparkly. Let's just try this time. I couldn't squeeze the bottle earlier, but I'll try now. Just 1 second. No, it's not happening.
We've got a blockage.
Nah, just so make the roof sparkly, and you've got an instant Christmas card. Look how beautiful that, and you just saw me 2 pieces with a pad.
I mean,
okay,
it's
let's
easy,
move
isn't
that
it?
to one side very quickly. So also in that paper collection, you get these beautiful like book pages. Look at these with that design. You've got baubles dangling here. Think about just sparkling that and putting it onto a card. You are absolutely done. So I've gone ahead and fussy cut one away from one of the pages, and it's got that beautiful sort of music design through there. And you can pinch the leaves, create dimension if you want to. But what I am going to show you is a couple of things here. So we also have other items in the show. So if you haven't got maybe many Christmas things or dies in your stash and you are looking to invest, we do have other items in the show. But I just want to make it really, really clear to you that if you do just get the box kit today, you are covered.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you are growing your stash and wanting to do more, there are other items. So let me just show you very quickly. So we have a green piece here from the magazine, a piece of white. Then I have one of the lovely Merry Christmas designs on there. Look how beautiful it looks when you 3D it across the corner and sparkle it. Looks gorgeous, doesn't it? But if you want to step it up and use the elements on some of your other items, so we have this butterfly in the show as well. Now this butterfly is awesome. It makes a gorgeous freestanding card. So if you sort of glue the tops together.
Mobiles would be great with that.
Yeah, if you glue the tops together, you have a like butterfly shaped card. It's really, really cool. But I just want to quickly show you. So this is the paper from the paper set 2. So if you want to pop the body in and downsize and go down in the size, and if you have the body of the butterfly as well, you can encroach these beautiful designs around the beautiful butterfly. Then you could mat and layer that onto a card if you wanted to.
Yeah. That is
I don't like
a
doing
winner of a die.
Isn't
Christmas
Isn't
butterfly.
It just? So then you can use your aperture here, look. Then we could pop our butterfly on. Maybe off the page, so I'd have to make a bigger envelope. And then we could
There we go.
see
Brilliant.
that there. Or you can cut into it and tuck elements in. Okay, but what I am going to do is I just wanted to show you that butterfly because when it's gone, it's absolutely gone. It was flying earlier. So I'm just going to stick with what's in the kit for those people that have just purchased the kit. So let's go green. Look how beautiful it is on back.
I know, but I was going to say, how do you choose? Yeah.
How do you decide? I'm sorry, I need the green. So we'll pop the green on here.
Yeah, that butterfly, you're right. It's not hanging around. We're going to keep it on the bottom of the screen for the time being. Yeah, 6 dies. Yeah, $18.99, 10% off, of course, club members. If you're buying the magazine, the bundle, the new exclusive bundle, if you pop that in as well, no extra cost for your postage. It's always going to be capped at $3.95 for club members and non-members.
I haven't even touched on the stamp set yet.
I know, right? It's late.
I promise I will do that tomorrow, guys. It's just that I just absolutely loved the papers. So let's just pop this on here like so, just in this corner, like so. And as you can see here, it looks a bit plain. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to take my scissors here and I'm just going to cut into some of the design. So don't be afraid to cut into your work either, because honestly, it's your own design. So I've chopped away that piece. I am going to use it, and I am going to chop away this piece. Keep it nice. And then what I am going to do is I'm just going to pop a pad behind the poinsettia itself, and we'll 3D this one up.
I don't know what situation we're going to be at tomorrow, because in theory you're here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, aren't you?
I'm here at 8, yeah.
Do you know what?
Okay.
I honestly would get this tonight because now 60%'s gone. And it's not, well, it's fairly late. It's 8:30 late, I don't know. But depends if you're a night out or an early bird. But yeah, it's 8:30 and yeah, 60%'s gone of this. So is it going to, where are we going to be in 11.5 hours time? I don't know.
So all I've done there is I've changed the shape of the design. It was quite long and it didn't really fit with my project. So I snipped away the elements and I've sort of made it into my own shape. So it got more of a curve on there. Can we see that there? So I'll just push that down there. And then that's the card done. If you wanted to leave it like that, you could absolutely embellish if you wanted to. But in the show also we have these, which are the Christmas embellishments. And these look absolutely awesome. Now when I built the show I was thinking, oh, these are going to look awesome. So if you want to build in, can we see here? So I just cut these ones in white, so we'll just put these ones in two. So these ones are the embellishment where you get like stars and lollipops and just extra. I'll just show you the stars. Festive sparkles.
Festive sparkles, I think that's, isn't it?
So you get like the candy cane and the topper.
There it is.
Well.
There. Oh, that is cute.
And then you also get the candy cane and the topper. So if you do them in red and black, or reds and, you know, do them like such.
Well, the third's gone on that one, so yeah, maybe you're thinking
we're all flying nearly. That's why I thought, do you know what, I'm going to have to touch on them tonight.
Yeah,
tomorrow
why
they're
not?
Probably not going to be here. So I'm
is
just,
that mistletoe there?
Yes, I'm just tucking that in there. It's just to break up that design a little bit. Now you absolutely don't need these, but they are a beautiful, beautiful design. So then we've got this beautiful star on a stick. Look at this. And if you did this in sparklies, you could absolutely...
imagine on the top of a flower arrangement
yeah,
or something.
well, I designed them in the sense that, you know, to build in with your flowers like this. So I'm just going to tuck that star in behind that poinsettia like that. So I've got that beautiful star up there. And I'm just going to leave that as is because I have so many demos. So you've seen several ways you can use the butterfly, the embellishments, add sparkle if you want to. There's that one. And then we have our lovely house, which we would add sparkles to as well.
Yeah, there you go.
What do we think?
Beautiful.
And you just saw me there. Obviously, I didn't do the fussy cutting because of my wrist, but I think you absolutely get the idea. Add some sparkle, add some sequins, do some matte and layers, make it your own.
Yeah.
No two cards should ever be the same, so always make it your own.
And how many projects are in there then?
There's over 120 projects, 80 of which have got step-by-steps and photographs.
I mean, that is fantastic, you know. And look, I know lots of people do weekends away, like a workshop and so on, and that's lovely because it's a different thing. It's like a sociable thing as well, isn't it? I get that. But you know what? Sometimes if you're getting too much information in a day, I don't know, I lose concentration. It doesn't go in by the end of the day. But here, you can learn at your own pace, you know, and that's the good thing here. So how much would you spend on just a weekend away? Now, I'd honestly rather this way of learning.
Absolutely.
Because there's no pressure, no one's watching. Not that it's judgmental anyway, but I think if you are learning, if you are expanding your skill set as a crafter, then this is a really lovely way to do just that. And you make it easy because we've got 2 compositions there in a few minutes, haven't we?
Yeah, and if you did all 80 cards and you sold them at £2 each.
I like that. That's a good idea. Do you know what, if you did make all 80 cards, would you say you're going to be a knowledgeable, well-rounded crafter then, aren't you?
That's the whole point of the magazine, is if you're just picking it up as a crafter, because you can buy, after the exclusivity finishes here, you will be able to buy it in your local stores, your supermarkets and things like that. So you've got to think about the people that are just buying the veg.
Yeah, yeah.
And just looking around and just thinking, oh, that's a nice card on the front of there. I'd love to make that. So it does it right from a beginner right through to an advanced masterclass with various design team members. So you've got painting, embossing techniques, background techniques, just everything really. It's totally got you covered. And this is obviously our first one. Our second one is in March, which we're already working on.
I was going to say there must be another one.
Yeah, they were trying to get me to do it for 3 years, Charlie.
Well, 3 years?
I was a bit busy.
Well, I was going to say, you don't stop, do you? Is your March a good time? Any earlier then? I don't know, you don't want to rush. You want to enjoy every single page of this one here.
Absolutely. Get a cup of tea, enjoy the magazine, and then you'll stop at a page and go, do you know what, I absolutely love that card. You'll probably stop right there in the magazine like I did, and I'm going to try that.
So you think, right, let's just go for it.
I don't want to know what's in Rest Up magazine for now. I'm going to go try that technique.
Yeah, why not? Why
so
not?
make sure you share all of your makes on our Eureka fan page as well, because we'll love to see what you've been doing, with them as well.
We really,
Hopefully
really
you're
would.
going to be inspired. I know you will.
Well, you're bound to be, Tony. Thank you so much. And we've just reached actually one of the busiest points of the show with this. So it's the magazine. But look, I honestly can't get over how much we're getting here. So many dies. That stamp set to the top left there, that is a vast amount. But those, I wasn't expecting the embossing folders. To be honest, still would have thought that would be a good bundle without the embossed folders. That is just a fantastic bonus, and you get the outline dies for those folders too. It really is a winner. So saving again £15 if you are a club member there. Well, we've got about 20 minutes. Any questions for Toni? Any comments? Just email us in studio@creatingcraft.com. By the way, the Rejoice, yeah, this has just gone limited stock. I mean, look, it's so warming, so traditional, isn't it? It's very, very magical for Christmas. £70.09 is your club price. It's 508860. It's hard to choose because there are other brand new dies too. That Christmas butterfly is, and he said flying out, that would have sounded like a bad pun, wouldn't it? Busy, let's live in busy. But you are liking that. No, it doesn't stop me normally, does it? You're right. But yeah, you can see Cat P&P, £3.95. So you've got the magazine bundle in there. If you're adding all of these dies, some extras, some other embossing folders, your postage remains the same. It's just one postage, so nice and easy to remember there. But yeah, please, any questions, just keep them coming through. So what do you do next? What do you look at?
So let's just grab the magazine very quickly because I like to show you where I was inspired. So let's just grab, so you get the fabulous sort of these ones here, which are non-Christmas. So they're like a newspaper print with the beautiful muted flowers in the background there.
So is this mainly autumn and winter throughout there? What kind of seasons?
It's a hybrid. They asked me to ensure that it incorporated both, so it covered the people who've maybe not started their Christmas cards, but equally the elements that were used for that could be used seasonally throughout the year too.
Perfect.
So let's just show you where I was going with this one. So I know I've done a lot of paper craft. I will touch on the stamps. This touches on it a little bit. So let's just move these to one side here. Now, I stamped the lady in black on a piece of white card. Can we see that here? Super, super easy. And then I just cut round it. It's a really easy design to cut round, thankfully. And then what I did was I stamped the lady again onto some patterned paper and I cut away the dress. Can we see that there? So she's got print on a dress. And this is what happens when you glue the dress on top of the lady. She's got a beautiful patterned gown on there. Can we see that there? Super easy, nothing too difficult. So I'm just going to stick this gown onto the lady. Now you could have chosen, this is where your offcuts come into their own play, doesn't it?
Oh, they do scrap busters, don't they?
Yeah. So
I love that line art, it's so cool.
So now she's got the most got. So you can absolutely now watercolour skin tone if you want. I'm just going to go with and leave it as it is for now. So let's bring in our card. So again, I have a white top folding note card. Then I have a piece of black. So black is going to help make my card pop because the lady's got black in her gown. So I've gone top to bottom on my black here. So I've got a white panel down the left and a white panel on the right here. And then I've got that lovely paper. Check this out. Look how gorgeous it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just lovely, isn't it? Oh, sorry, it's just absolutely
You might be buying this twice. I mentioned earlier, maybe you are buying this as a gift for people. Imagine handing them the whole kit, because there we go. You've always been impressed by the cards. You've always been interested by this crafting world. Here we go. Welcome. Enjoy. See how you get on.
Or maybe you've got a friend who sort of wants to get involved, but don't want to invest in die cutting machines, and this is a great introductory. I know they will get hooked eventually and they will have to remortgage the house and like the rest
Build
of us.
a shed for their stock.
Yeah, as a starting point, you know, it's a great starting point, absolutely is. So pop this down here. So now we've got our pattern paper with that panel detail down the side. And then I had a bit of off-cut paper where I thought, you know what, I cannot bring myself to waste that at all. So I'm just going to pop this up here. And I'm just going to go flat on the top right here. But I am going to give it a little bit of movement. Now you can ink around the edges if you want to, give it a twist and a pull, maybe give those little leaves a tweak if you want to, like so. So we've got a little bit of movement. And then I cut another one out and then I've put some pads behind this one. And then, I mean, this will sit on there seamlessly if I wanted it to, but I think it'll look nice in the centre. It'll give my card a little bit of dimension, so we'll just put that in the centre there. And then we have our panel, which has been created from the matching papers, so I'm just going to pop this down here. And all I did was I got my scissors and popped a V in there. Can we see that there? Sorry, I'm doing it out of shot. There we go. So I just popped a V in there, So it popped, and I felt like, you know, this would look quite cool here. So you can play around with your design, absolutely no rules whatsoever. So let's stick this one flat. Now you could have it coming from the top. Let's go side. And then our beautiful lady.
It's lovely. And, you know,
So simple.
Well, it is straight away. You've got artwork
simple
to build on, haven't you? Straight away.
You could pad the lady, put some sparkle on a gown. Let's move her up a little bit. Give her a bit of movement. Give a gown. If you wanted to do a gown twice and pop a pad underneath, you know, give some true dimension to her gown. Give it some layers if you wanted to. And then we'll just pop this one off here.
Oh, excellent.
Tie it all together. And then it just needs some sparkle and things like that. But
Or some glitter, you think, or what?
I always have to have sparkle.
Yeah, why not?
There we go.
I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It's so special, isn't it?
So simple, straight from start to finish there. So stamp the lady twice, cut away the gown in the pattern paper, layer it on top and add some dimension. And that is literally from the papers that were offcuts. I cut those flowers away because I've used the paper for something else. But, you know, the world is your oyster.
Yeah, it is. Well, Toni, do you know what? I'll be right back. That card is gorgeous. And we've done 3 already. There's so much. Well, there's over 80 cards in it. Thanks so much to Toni. I'll be right back because I know she's got lots more to show us. But so I'm just thinking, it doesn't really matter what skill level you're at. If you're brand new to crafting, then this is a great, great guide. I see this not only as a magazine, I actually see this as a mini course, really. Well, I say mini. You know, if you go to workshops or in a day, you know, how much can you learn realistically in a day? You know, this isn't going to be something you'll be able to go through in a weekend or a few weeks. It's going to take a while, a long time to get through all this, and that's the joy of it. That means value. You know, have you got lots of dies that you're not using if you've been crafting for years? Have you maybe forgotten what you bought? You know, I know people do that. Maybe you got some stamps that you've fallen out of love with, or maybe, I don't know, you're stuck in a rut a little bit. Maybe you're using the same colours all the time, or the same composition, same layout. Well, this can really broaden your mind. You know, it really, really could. And I honestly think this could be something that gives your old dies, maybe your old folders, maybe your own stamps, a brand new lease of life. If we can learn something that has transferable skills, which is what this magazine's all about, you're bound to apply that to other items in your crafty stash. That is another way of thinking of the value here. But in a nutshell, you know, when you see a magazine in the shop, it's in a box, and you think, well, you can't open it, can you? You want to see what's in it. Well, the joy of watching it on telly is that we can really show you everything included. Here are just some of the cards that you can make. But the stamps and the dies are absolutely phenomenal here, you know. What you get with it. Toni's been so generous, and I think it's one of the best family magazine kits I've actually seen in the years I've been in the craft industry. I really think it has. I've seen some great ones, don't get me wrong, but it's just the fact they have the folders in as well. But I'll get to those. These are some of the dies you're getting, so congrats. It's something really modern font here, and even from the bonus bits that come with it in the magazine, you can even see the variety here. I can imagine quite traditional cards made of that. You've got something just bursting full of life. The foliage there. You've got the line up there, balloons, any celebration we can use right there too. Borders, presents. Again, we're thinking wedding cards, aren't we too? Or birthdays. Oh, that's an obvious one, I know. But it all makes sense, doesn't it? But then if you look all the way down here, I think the fact you're getting these folders, all these 3 embossing folders, and the outline cutting dies, that really, if anyone's on the fence, I think that's going to, well, it tipped me over. It's going to, I really, really want to get this. And I just honestly think, if you know someone who wants to get into crafting, this is a winner. If you've been crafting for decades, if you've been crafting for weeks, we always want more information or more inspiration. Crafting just evolves at the rate of knots, doesn't it? That's what I love about it. It's always fresh and exciting. But if you have invested a lot of money in the past on lots of ink pads and, you know, lots of mediums, I think it makes sense to get something to really push us that little bit further, to get our money's worth from other bits in your crafty stash. But if you're just going to leave it as this for now, with the bits you get with it, then absolutely fine. So £39.96 or £35.96 in a club is a cracking deal, saving £15. You can spread that cost interest-free. Head to the website for that. There's a variety of ways you could do that now. But I think, yeah, if you just think about the inspiration for the passion this can give you, the money's there. If you just want it for the bonus bits, then absolutely, why not think of it that way too? But we have got other dies on the show. These are also brand new. By the way, because of the stock, I would honestly get it this evening, okay? We're about to have, I don't know, but I'd be surprised if we didn't have repeats throughout the night on this. I don't know where we will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's only just 8:45 now. It might well go. It has happened in the past. You know, we've had to make, you know, contingency plans for the next day because we are live. This is why we adapt to the times. But in case it does go, or if it's going to be very low stock, I would get it tonight on that. I mean it there. Okay, now the next one we've got here, we've also got the butterflies. As soon as you hear a die set called Christmas Butterfly, you're very intrigued because, look, we love crafting for Christmas and, well, we love butterflies, don't we? It's a very, very exciting set. But you can see here, these are the die cuts you're getting. You can lift these forward. You can stick them onto the wall for wall art. I do just think mobiles for that. But Tony's idea of creating cards, imagine a fancy butterfly easel card out of that. It's doable. You can do it. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Season's greetings with a Christmas butterfly. Do you know what, maybe your friends always expect like poinsettias from your snowflakes or I don't know, things like that. Maybe a Christmas butterfly, why not? I just think maybe something a little bit different this year for Christmas. This could well be different for you. So £17, 9 pence, 6 dies, 918 614. If you're one of the many individuals tonight going for that magazine bundle, it's no extra postage to add anything else into your basket. Just bear that in mind. So rather than come back and buy this at a later stage, if you are buying multiple items tonight, then you can save on your postage. Quite, you know, it does mount up, doesn't it? Now, this was literally hanging on by a thread. It's called Rejoice. Now, we have got lots here. The dies are absolutely beautiful. You can see. Well, this is, well, the Rejoice bits on the other side, on the far side, which you see right there. So, yeah, it's 6 dies we're talking about. So, £18, 99 pence. We've got some dies here featured from another collection as well, don't forget. But it's all about the actual window. But if you can make cards like that, it is really, really worth it. That's what I'm about. I always forget just tone on tone with embellishments. I overthink it sometimes. That's all you need. I just don't see cards like that in shops. As soon as someone hands me a card like that, I know straight away it's been made with a lot of love and, well, been handmade. The fact, oh, is it gone? Right, it's sold out. If you got Rejoice, well done. That was not hanging around. On that board I just showed you, it was featuring, I think it was these ones, yes, Season's Greetings, that's one. Over the half the stock's gone. So if I may be so bold, I'm just going to do that. So you can see all the dies that are included. So it's 1890 die, it's 184933. So yeah, any questions for Tony? You've got about 10 minutes before the end of this live show. And actually, at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a little bit of painting with Stephanie. If you missed the launch of the one-day special, try and join us in a few minutes' time. I'm going to be hand painting trees, landscapes. We're going to be doing the lot. And I don't think it could be made easier. If you've always lacked a bit of confidence with painting, you don't miss 9 o'clock. But look, we love demonstrations, don't we? And how about watching them live in person at Sandown?
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at Sandown Park Racecourse on the 28th and 29th of January. Sign up for free make and takes. Stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our audience and meet our presenters after the shows. Club members, order your tickets online to receive free entry. So treat yourself or someone special to a great day out and book your tickets now at createandcraft.com and search for Crafting Live. We look forward to seeing you there.
I went last time to Sandown. It's a fantastic event. So, yeah, hopefully see you there indeed. Right, so, Tony.
I'm going to do a bit of technique now. So we're moving up a little bit from paper, showing you how you can progress a little bit more. So I have the fabulous embossing folder, which I'm going to show you how we can incorporate in with that stamp set. So already I've gone ahead and die cut it. It's just the outline die I used for the embossing folder. And here is the coordinating embossing folder. You can see they're absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful designs. Again, going to work all year round. Winter rose, if you wanted to. wedding rose, anything you
Yeah,
want.
could be.
Anything you want. So all I'm going to do here is, traditionally we would ink up the whole embossing folder, like cover it all, so all of the ink goes all over the white card, but I would like the ink to go onto my actual die cut. Now that's going to be a little bit difficult because obviously it's in this recess here, but I'm not afraid to grab an ink pad and take one of the lovely spot brushes, these are available in the show, and take some ink and spot it into the recess. So I'm just going to pick that embossing folder up and I'm just going to pop that ink through there. And you can use any ink pad. This is just the one I had to hand. So I'm just popping ink in the recess here.
But you can, if you've got those big domed blending tools, then it's hard to pick out exactly what you want.
It is. So I'm
Compared
just
to
getting
this.
some ink on here. Now, in fact, you could, let's do both sides, and then you can see both because you get beautiful detail on both. So let's do ink on both. And then I can decide which I like the best. 2 for 1 here, 2 for 1. So let's just get that ink in those recesses. Now it's quite a wet ink is this, so I should get a good transfer, but if you don't, you can spritz with water. You know, it's a piece of card. If you don't like it, what do I always say? Put it in bin. It's a piece of card.
Upcycle.
Upcycle. Yeah, so I'm just going to grab the embossing folder now and just see where I need to be, and I'm just going to grab my die cut, pop it the way I need it, and then all I'm going to do is make sure I've got it the right way. Come on, Tony. There we go. I'm just going to place it onto the embossing folder, line it up best I can. You can see here now, so sorry, hands all over.
No, it looks great.
Pop it on. When you're happy you've got it in place.
You don't overthink the colouring. You just get bits down.
No, just get it down. Look, then I've got it on both sides, so I can now decide which I like
Sometimes
the best.
random application looks arty, doesn't it? It's really clever.
And do you know what? If I'm not really loving it when I've run it through, then I'll pick up my brush and I'll add more detail.
Yeah.
I'll pick up a highlighter pen. I'll pick up a sparkle pen, a fine liner pen, a white gel pen. No end.
No end. Yeah, this is it.
So just run this one through. So make sure you check your manufacturer settings for your personal machine at home because they will all be different. And then when you take it away, look at the detail here.
That is, can I hold that up? It's crisp. That's razor
so
sharp,
gorgeous.
isn't it? That is crisp, that's beautiful.
Look at the 3D.
Yeah. I mean, there's an item that comes with the magazine. You're not reducing any quality here, Tony. That is a magnificent set. And it's so easy. It's easier than trying to paint in between the lines, isn't it? It's
It is.
easier to just do that, isn't it? They're showing off now with our cameras.
Well done.
Yes, that was impressive. They want to do it again, don't they? You know, that's our markers. But you can see every single element is beautiful. Yeah, loving it.
Thank you.
The
So
deboss is nice too.
Thank you. So yeah, there is a deboss. We did the deboss as well, so the deboss is on there. Right, so let's just use the solid leaf stamp in the A4 set then. Then this is where it sort of comes into its own. So you can sort of line your design up, and now I've got extra leaves to build up my design. So we can use the same colour or a grey or a black. Whoopsie daisy. Let's have a look. So I'm just stamping it off. Now, and then I'm just using a block here. Because I want to do like first and second generation, but if you don't have a block, you can use your Eureka or whichever one you want here, really. So I get these lovely distressed leaves, absolutely gorgeous. I love solid stamps. I absolutely love solid stamps. So I'm thinking here, where am I going with my design? Right, let's pop one here. And this is just one of my Alti New inks, a grey one. Maybe do another one here. And then from that same stamp set, which is just here, you get some lovely sentiments too. So let's think about this. This is your year to sparkle. I hope your day is full of fun and celebration. Happy birthday to you. Let's just go with this one. Let's just go with the simple one for now. And let's just pop that under there. So I'm just going to freehand stamp. Mind you, I'm not that good. Let me just grab my little one.
Okay.
So I've got my little, this is in the show too, guys.
Yeah, we've got the
this
mini
is
Eureka.
the little one. Yeah, so as you can
I haven't seen this much.
As you can see, I've got my little glass mat in there as well. So It all fits in nicely. So I'll just move that to the side, and I'm just going to
And we get the actual pouch and all of it with it.
You get the pouch with it, yeah. And today I popped in some brushes as well.
Oh, we get the brushes.
Because I felt like people might be thinking about buying friends Christmas presents.
Is that what's in the pouch there?
In that grey pouch is a set of watercolour brushes.
That's fantastic.
Isn't it?
£39.58 and yeah, £50.40 saving. It's 719-497. I'm sure lots of people who've got the large Eureka are going to buy that also.
It's perfect
obviously
for like
portability.
What?
You know, maybe you want to craft in your lap in front of the telly on a tray. You know, this is a great size for that. You know.
I'm just going to go in the centre here, and then I think I'm going to go. Let's go black.
We love the Eureka. And again, it's going to be quick for jewellery we're making to this little bit.
Yeah, it's got the wells and everything.
Got the wells.
So I've got my lovely
Lots for you going for that Eureka.
The Eureka is awesome, particularly if you're doing craft classes or you're going to a friend's house to craft.
I think so.
You don't want to take your big cumbersome one, then the little one is ideal for it. Right, so let's build this card very quickly. So we have our white top folding note card, super easy, absolutely. You've seen how easy I've just put this together. So, and using all of the items in the box kit. So I have some sparkly teal here from our textures. This is probably still on the website. And then we have...
What's that?
Trees in grey.
Oh,
I
just
did leaves.
Note to
just
yourself.
A note, because I prepped my demos when I were actually doing the step-by-steps months ago.
Oh, I see. Is that
Super
right?
organised, so I put trees in grey.
Oh, look at
I've
that.
actually used the leaves, but I was going to do a bunch of trees, but anyway.
But they're still in grey.
Still in grey. I knew I'd put a grey ink pad in there for a reason. And then we'll pop this one in here. This is the thing, isn't it, hey? I like to be super organised. And then we have our beautiful rose embossing folder design here. Like so. And then don't forget as well, you also have, this is just a white one that I've done before, coming to wear, but you can snip into these and maybe just pop another one on the top corner, like if you took your scissors here and snipped away.
I can't believe we've got a minute left. It's gone too quickly. We need 2 hours. We need hours for this.
I know, so just snip this away here like so. So I'm changing the format of the design. Pop another one up here if you wanted to, if you liked it just as it was, but then you can change its position. So let's just change it and make it a top corner in white so it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, I think that white on white is just,
it's gorgeous.
It never disappoints,
but
does it?
Play around, absolutely play around. That's what it's about. It's super affordable.
Yeah.
You're not going to hurt anything by playing and be the creator of your own cards.
So 80 projects, over 80 cards.
Can't believe it, can you?
I know, for that price, it's just fantastic. Do you know what? For those who's tuned in, we've got 20 seconds. You're going to get the magazine, a huge amount of stamps you see there on the left. You're going to get dies, you're going to get all those 3 embossing folders, one of which we've just seen live now, and the outline dies for that too. Saving £15 if you're a club member is brilliant. Tony, thanks so much for making it happen. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. We'll see you after this. It's such a great evening. Love a bit of craft at night, don't we? Well, by the way, we're going to be trying to do a little bit of painting now. It's Painting Perfection, one day special, and I'm going to have a go with Stephanie.
Quick picks are the perfect opportunity for you to get hold of some of those items that we are always using in the sewing room, and this is definitely one of them. Brought to us by Craft Yourself Silly. Your super stiff batting is perfect when you are creating your projects where you want a little bit of dimension. Things like your bags, things like your boxes. You're getting 5 meters on your roll and it's 40 centimeters wide. So you can see we've got some fabulous boxes that have been created utilizing it, and also my bag as well. Doesn't add bulk to your project though, it just gives it that substance so as you know that it's going to keep its form when you've created your fabulous projects. So if you're making your tote bags, 5 meters is going to help you create 5 large tote bags. It's going to add you structure without your weight. It's needle felted polyester as well, so hypoallergenic and perfect for any of those 3-dimensional projects that you're wanting to create. If you want to get hold of yours, then the details are on your screen and it's one of our quick picks.
Quick picks, craft must-haves at top pick prices.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter.
Shopping online with Create and Craft has just got easier with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan. Spread the cost of your basket, whether there is one item or many, with 3 interest-free payments. Simply choose Pay in 3 at checkout and pay for purchases between £30 and £2,000 over 3 equal instalments for the next 3 months. No fees, no interest. Spread the cost of your shopping with PayPal's Pay in 3 plan at Create and Craft.
Well, here we go. I am so excited to be a part of this because I've done these shows with Stephanie in the past. And, you know, we've evolved now from flowers